All right, Tory Lanez is in for a rough ride, man. Tory Lanez is in for a rough ride. Breaking news, he just got 10 years. Tory Lanez is in for a rough ride, and Unique gonna break it down. All right. You know what it is, man. This Unique Mecca audio. I'm getting ready to break down this Tory Lanez joint, man. Tory Lanez was just sentenced to 10 years. He got 6 years for assault and 4 years for the gun, a total of 10 years. He got approximately 10 months in, so he got that for jail credit, so he got to do about 7.5 roughly. So now I'm going to break this down to you. Now, Tory Lanez, he done threw his career away by catching 3 felonies because he fired a gun, at Megan Thee Stallion's feet after she got, from out the SUV and told her dance. What's funny about that is, right? I like to ride. What's funny about that is, we used to do that back in the days. When a dude act like a clown, you'll pull the joint out and you'll bust shots at his feet and you'll have him dancing around. We did that as Jamaicans, but we got that from the cowboy movies. You know what I mean? When you fire bullets at their feet and tell them, dance. You know what I mean? Come on, dance. Let me see you dance. You know what I mean? And, that's what it is. Then everybody might just start busting. You know what I mean? And got him jumping up and down. Break dancing. Now, that's what Tory Lanez tried. With Megan Thee Stallion in 2020, and, it cost him. Now, you know what I mean? He was looking at 22 years. They gave him 10 years. The prosecutor was asking for 13. The judge went below the guidelines. All right? So now, what made it even worse is he should have shut the F up. He went and made an album dissing this girl while the legal proceedings was going on. That's why I say, even the government tell you that in the Constitution, you got the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. So Tory's lawyers should have had a better, range, you know what I mean? Or ring on his neck to let him know to fall back. Now, him doing that didn't do anything. But the reason I think he did it, just my personal opinion, I think he did it because he tried to try the case in public opinion by putting out his version on social media, being that he got, millions of followers. And, it backfired because all that was used against him. All he did was piss her off even more. You fire a gun at a female's feet and tell her to dance and shoot her in the foot, and then you want to make an album disrespecting her, and you think that when it's time for sentencing, she's going to have something nice to say. Now, when he got sentenced, I know what that was like because I had to deal with the judge and getting sentenced. I already knew I was getting life because I had 330 kilos of crack cocaine they were sentencing me for, and anything over like 5 keys, you know what I mean, is, automatic life. So I knew what I was getting. So therefore, I'm not going to go in the courtroom telling them all this crap about, I had a rough upbringing. I didn't get shoes until I was, 7 years old. I grew up in the rough neighborhoods in Crown Heights. You can't do all that. They don't care about none of that. I don't know why the lawyers even tell them to do that, because it's the lawyer's job to tell them that. You going up there is not going to help you at all. You understand what I'm saying? But him putting out this album on Shorty, talking crazy, did not help his cause at all. Now, I'm going to get into the rough ride that he's getting ready to have. You know what I mean? First thing, they have levels in the prison. They got levels to everything. They got levels to where people is at on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? And, person with low numbers, they at a level 1. The more numbers you get, level 2, more numbers, number 3. And the same thing in prison. They got a level 1 yard in the state. In the state of California, they got a level 1 yard that's considered as a camp. A level 2 is considered as a low, and a level 3 is considered like a high medium, and then a level 4 is a max. Now, Suge Knight is in a level 2 jail, So Suge Knight is in what they call a low. And Suge Knight, you know, from what I'm hearing from my reputable California people that's in touch with certain people out there, he rarely comes out his cell by choice, you know, because he don't want to be around the bull crap and the people because he already know he's in a whole nother league. So all those men that he's going to be around is not even going to understand his conversations when he talk about flying to New York and, you know, paying, you know, Tupac's bail for millions of dollars and, you know, all the stories that he got. Like I got all these stories. No one is going to believe him then because, you know, you know, you're going to have a bunch of penitentiary trolls. You know what I mean? Penitentiary trolls is equivalent to the YouTube trolls that whatever you say, they try and depict and decipher and try and discredit you and play these little games because they try and make themselves look bigger. That's a penitentiary troll, and, you know, along with YouTube troll. Now, so when he goes to the penitentiary, well, when he goes through, you know, what they call that, the receiver, when he goes through downstate, as we got in New York, you know what I mean? When he goes through that, they're going to ask him, does he want to go in PC? You know what I mean? Where he could self-voluntarily go in PC if he don't think that he can make it. That's going to be his choice, you know? Now, when he hits the yard, if it gets too hectic, then they're going to turn around and they're going to tell him, look, we have to put you in PC because you're cunt. You know what I mean? You know, how Foxy Brown said, you ill nana. You know what I mean? And you can't make it out here. So we're going to put you in PC to save your life. But first they're going to ask him, what does he want? Now, once he hit that yard, you know what I mean? First thing they're going to do is he's going to have to catch a couple of fades because California don't play. But he's going to be labeled as other, but he's going to be under the black card. You know what I mean? So when they label you as other, it's equivalent to when I had my man Mike up here telling you about how the white guys got something called independent. Independent means independent of the gang, and you're not with a gang and none of that. So in the state, they have something called other, meaning that he's not a blood crip, he's not gang affiliated. So that's where that's at. But he's still going to fall under the black card. Now, once he goes into that, you know, like I said, he's going to have to catch a couple of fades so they can see that he's willing to defend himself and he's willing to do what he got to do. And he's not, you know, ill nana. You know what I mean? Let's say. So now, you know what I mean? The first thing you have to understand is, because it's for these young guys that think that it's cool to go to jail. These little rappers go to jail and they breaking laws, you know, knocking on the penitentiary door, going to the penitentiary. You know what I mean? And they think that it's sweet. Now, only thing he got in his favor, well, half a thing he got in his favor, is that he's going to fall under the black car umbrella, meaning he's black. You know what I mean? Regardless if he's in gang, whatever. So all races is going to be, you know, hands off when it comes to him. Hands off. I mean, no other race could press him. You understand? Now, his paperwork is going to come because a lot of guys in there that don't even know who he is. I know y'all say, oh, everybody know who Tory Lanez is, but you got guys been there 20, 30 years that don't even listen to R&B and hip-hop. They'll hear a song, and I'm sure they heard him because people going to say, oh, you heard that song, you know, bop, 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 bop. You know what I mean? Well, that's him, you know? Then everybody got cell phones is going to start Googling them. You know what I mean? Now they're going to see the videos of him. They're going to see that he allegedly offered Megan Thee Stallion and the people that was in the car $1 million to keep quiet. You know, they're going to say, $1 million? Oh, man, I want a piece of that. Because those is in the prison, you know what I mean? You know, they doing life. You know, the girls done left them, so they getting no visits, you know, they getting no money, you know what I mean? They dead broke, and they on K2, they on heroin, they on cocaine, they on pills, they on everything under the sun, and there's no one to send them the money. But now here comes Tory with millions of dollars. Whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for you trolls and rat bastards that want to say he ain't got $1 million, it don't matter. So don't even worry about if he got $1 million or 100,000 or even 1,000. That's irrelevant. But bottom line, that's Tory Lanez. They got him down that he offered, allegedly offered $1 million to each person in the car. So you know what that resonates to a man in prison that been in 20 years, 30 years, or 40 years, and then here come this young boy that done had it all. Everything that they dreamed of for themselves, they kids and their grandkids, this young man had. And then he blew it. He blew it. You understand? And now he's in there with them. Now, could you believe, right? Now I got to show you this, man. So for those of y'all that don't know, who she is, this is Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I mean? Look at this pretty young lady. You understand? I'm not going to pick sides. We're not going to get into that. I'm just letting it be known. Now, he ain't got to worry about nobody saying, oh, he shot a female, because not like he put his hands on her, because everybody done put a cap in somebody, male or female. You know what I mean? Even innocent bystanders done got hidden, so it's not like he's going to have any problems with that. But that's Megan Thee Stallion. He made an album disrespecting and talking crazy on social media and pissed this young lady off so much that she just went bananas. You understand? So now she done sent the joint, and he's trying to say it, his sentencing, that, oh, she's a friend. Dude, if she was a friend, you wouldn't have shot her. You know what I mean? Well, allegedly shot her. But now the crazy part is, like I said, when they asked him about his at sentencing, if he had anything to say, he said that he's sorry for the incident that happened that night, for everything that happened that night. You understand what I'm saying? And the incident. But he never, admitted to it. So by him not admitting to it, to me, from a whole street point of view, he was better off saying nothing. But that's the lawyers that don't really know what they're doing. They tell them, oh, just tell them that you apologize for the night, but don't apologize for the incident. Then you shouldn't have said nothing, because them people want to hear that you apologize for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. That's what everybody want to hear. I, Tory Lanez, apologize for shooting her in the foot. Please, I'm throwing myself at the mercy of the court. Give me some lenience. I know that the court ain't giving me no lenience, so I didn't even play that. I just told him, send me somewhere so I can further my education, so something come down the pike later on, I'll be able to go home a better man to society. Prosecutor laughed at me, cussing me out, called me all kinds of scumbags, and said that I'll never amount to nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And, that's where that's at. Now, yo, hello, who this?
Hello?
Yeah, what up?
Yeah, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, family. I'm doing it live. What's up? You on?
You do answer the phone, man.
Of course I answer the phone. I ain't on no fake time. My number's up there for a reason. Dudes that do that is suckers. Don't disrespect me. What's up? Alhamdulillah. Yeah, what's up, family?
I just did like 26 in like 2 months, man. And I just want to tell you, big bro, man, I appreciate you, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate what you're doing, man. And the reason I say that, all those that did 20, a lot of time, they consider that life.
Mm-hmm.
They consider, and I'm just want to tell you from my aspect. A lot of people mention as my man's man. When they call me Big Sweets, but I'm with, most of everybody you said I know, they my boys, man. You know what I mean? Man, all the niggas, we all did time together. But I was, just some suggestion. I would say, because your message is clear, man. Your message is strong, bro. But what if you put up stuff like shit? People could see the visual, like the crackhead soups. The motherfucking.
Yeah, now I used to show the actual crackhead soups, but all that. Listen, big bro, let me say this, right? Where you did time, upstate New York?
Yeah, I got the time, New York. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let me explain something to you, right? And like I said, I'm doing a video now that I'm gonna air this morning, so you're gonna be on it. So give a shout out who you are, where you from, and where you represent before I go on.
Okay, my name is Big Sweets, man. I'm out of Wyandanch, Long Island, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, I love the show, man. I love your content, man. And just keep on doing what you're doing, because to make it just, even if it takes time, you're not just doing you're not just for the people that's right now that's made through time. You're for the people that did time to remind us that the horror and the hardship that come along with that, man. You know what I mean? And it's real, man. And we just feel you. We feel your message, man.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you, bro.
But one more thing. One other thing I was gonna say though, bro. Let them know how the black police, man, is the worst motherfuckers in there, man.
Mm-hmm.
People think, oh, I want to go to this prison. Well, with white crackers, I don't want to go. No, it's our own people.
Mm-hmm.
The motherfuckers robbing our package, keeping us from going on the visit a whole hour. For the
family, I got your number. Me and you gonna do something live, because you done did state time, and I'm looking for somebody that I can vibe with. But let me answer your question about the visuals, right? So they understand. I come up here on YouTube. I come home after 26 years. These dudes don't understand, because they're used to people coming on YouTube that have nothing to say and just talk to talk. So they watch it and just feel like, okay, that's just entertainment. I'm giving jewels. You understand? I'm saving lives. You understand? It costs money for me to buy, the clothes that I'm wearing, for me to travel on location to get these videos. Like, I got to go to Brooklyn to the pink houses. You understand what I'm saying? I got to pay a cameraman. I got, you know what I mean, gas, toll. You understand? Then, you know, I got to pay an editor to edit it. And what you're asking for is to put pictures in it. Like right now, I'm putting some pictures. I got a picture of Megan Thee Stallion up there because this is what I could do on my own to give away for free. But I can't take out of my pocket, you understand, and to go pay an editor $200 to edit the video without the help of the people that's watching this that say they support the movement. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know, so that's why I say the game is to be sold, not told. You understand? And they look at it because they used to getting frivolous information for free. Now that they getting priceless information, all I say is I don't care if you donate $1, $5, whatever. You understand? Ain't no price on it, but show your appreciation so I know that, you know what I mean, that this is not in vain.
What I'm gonna do? I got a barbershop. I'm really from Brooklyn, but I'm ready to Long Island. So what I'm gonna do? I got a barbershop out here, man, and I have your videos playing all day when you come in there. I got 3 things I play in there. You, when you talking, Mike Tyson, his story. I hate everybody. I need that's my hero, Mike Tyson.
You already know.
And Mr. Farrakhan and Malcolm X. That's all playing there. That's where I got your message at. But what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put up the how to do the fundraise. What you call it? The
GoFundMe or something?
Yeah. Your money. To send you money.
Oh, the Cash App.
So I'm gonna have everybody coming to every cut, man. Every cut to send something to you, man. So when you see it, you'll know it, man. Like I said, Big bro, I just appreciate you, man. So that's the main thing, and I'm gonna show it to you. I ain't got much, man, but I got something. You know, we always got. Somebody come to the jail, we always got something for them. So something. So I'm always have something for you, bro. And I don't want to take your day, man. But yo, my brother, salute, man. Assalamu alaikum, brother. And
Walaikum salam. All right, yo, listen, text me your address. You know what I'm going to do? I ain't doing nothing today. I'm going to take a ride in my drop top today. You know what I mean? And I'm going to come over there to your barbershop. All right?
Inshallah.
Send me your information because that's how real I am. You know what I mean? I'm going to come to your barbershop there because you say you in Red Hook, right?
No. I'm from Red Hook. I'm in Long Island.
Oh, you all the way in Long Island. Send me the address. If it's less than an hour, I'm going to take a ride out there. I just feel like taking a ride with the top down and enjoying my freedom. So, you know, that'll be my destination because that's how real I am. Then I'm going to put the video up with me at your barbershop so they know I answer my calls, which take time out my day. You understand? I answer your questions. You know what I mean? I give you my time. So there's no need for a person to sit there and talk about dude being Reverend Nike asking for something when I'm giving you something. You go to, you know, they go to Netflix and they watch these commercials and they pay for these commercials and everything else, but they come to YouTube and they want something for free when they getting jewels that could save their life. I might be saving one child. Listen, if one person is listening and I prevented him from going out there shooting a gun, I just saved somebody's life, and that could have been one of your loved ones or yourself.
Just so you know, we love you, man. Nigga Rakim love you, man. We was talking last night, man, and he said he think we know. I said, nah, we don't know him. So, yo, man, he love you, man. He love you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Listen, I'm coming out to wine dance. If it's not today, it'll be. Well, tomorrow I'm probably going to Yankee Stadium for that 50th anniversary. But I'm going to be out. If I don't come, I'm going to try and come today because I feel like going for a ride before the rain. You know what I mean? But, you know, text me your name right now and the address where you at to your barbershop, and I'm going to shoot out there. Let me finish this show. All right, sweets?
My brother, Assalamu alaikum. Have a good day, brother.
All right, walaikum salam. All right, family. You know? Now, you know, just so y'all understand, that's how real my joint. Like I said, I got a gangster channel. I don't have time for these fake trolls that want to try and add up money from 30 years ago. Government took that, and I'm telling the youth, don't go out there and violate the law because the government going to take that. Tory Lanez, let's put him back up there. All right, Megan, you look beautiful, all that, love your tongue out. You know, we love your music, all right? But now, let me put the homie Tory Lanez back up there. You know what I mean? Now, Tory Lanez, he had it all. You understand? Let's talk about this. This man had it all. You understand? So now, he throws it all away. For what? You understand? And now, like I said, he's winding up in prison. I'm trying to give a message. You understand? And my message is don't get involved in crime. Don't break the law so you don't have to go through what my dumb ass went through. You understand? And yes, I poisoned my community. I came home, the first video I did, I apologized for poisoning my community. And people thinking, I'm not against no rats. I just don't respect the rat, but I know what a rat is. You understand? Just like when I'm in New York City and I see a big rat, I don't try and run and stomp that rat and kill that rat. I'm not a rat hunter, whether it's a rodent or human. You know what I mean? I just want the people to know, you know what I mean, who the rats are, and they should tell the people who they are if they're going to enter into breaking the law. And I tell you, don't break the law. But if you choose to do it, let the man you're going to do it know that, look, if I get caught, dog, I can't do it. I got to do me. You know what I mean? Then he got a choice to deal with you or not. Let's get back to Tory Lanez. You know what I mean? Let's get back to Tory Lanez. Now, when he get there, when he get to the prison, his paperwork is going to hit, because you got people that work in the front administration, and when they in the front administration, man, I should have got homie to give the name of his barbershop. But when you get there, the paperwork is going to hit, and you got all these different races that work up in the administration office, and when his paperwork come, they're going to take his papers, and they're going to say he black. They're going to give the list to the black people, that here go all the black people coming in, the white guys, here go all the white people coming in. And they're going to look them up and see who they are to make sure that they're not, you know, that they're not foe, or if they're friends. You understand? That's what happens in the prison. See, you're not going to get this nowhere else. That's why the Cash App is up there. Make sure it says creating 2020, and my name is spelled with 2 L's. H-A-L-L, not H-A-1-L, H-A-L number 1. No number 1s in my name. Cash App work. Like I said, all this costs money. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to show the YouTubers how. I'm the forefather for this. So y'all remember, I'm the first one to show dudes how we supposed to get paid on YouTube for our time when we giving up good content. Every day I give you good content. Every day I sit in front of this camera and I give you what's in here that's priceless. The government tried to get me to, you know, give a deposition of my mindset that I'm giving you for free, and I refuse to give it to the government, but I'm giving it to you. And like the brother said, I don't care if it's $1, $2, everybody ain't got a whole lot. You understand what I'm saying? But now when the paperwork hit, they're going to shoot the paperwork, people going to see who he is. Once they see that that's Tory Lanez, it's a wrap. They're going to say, oh, millionaire. Everybody's going to go to press him. The Blood's going to go press him, attempt to press him. The Crips going to attempt to press him. The others that's not involved in that going to attempt to press him. And when that happened, 9 times out of 10, you know what I mean? They're going to have a fight over him, like how dudes would fight over a female or fight over, you know, a diamond. If you walk in and you see, you know, $100,000 sitting on the floor and everybody's walking by, everybody's gonna run to pick that up. Dudes is even gonna fight over that, and that's how they're gonna see him. He like a $1 million sitting on the floor in the penitentiary. When dudes, a lot of them, majority of them, never even seen $1 million. And here comes this young man coming in, had it all. So you know they're gonna despise that right off the rip, but they're gonna put him on under the wing. Now they're gonna have to fight over him. You know what I mean? Because whoever he gravitate to, someone is going to feel like they're tougher than them, and they should be able to have him under their wing to feed their car. And that's the way it go in prison. It's nothing nice, man. That's why I'm up here telling the youth, don't break the law, don't go to prison, because you ain't ready for this, man. I was forced to have to deal with this. Now, so, you know, he'll probably go to a level 2 yard. A level 2 yard is, like I said, where Sugar's at. That's like a medium, you know, that's like a low. So, you know, and even Sugar, no, don't even come out and sell to mix with those type of dudes. So look at Tory. Look how little he is. You know what I mean? Even though size don't matter, but he wasn't out here busting his gun or pushing his knife. So now he got no guns and he got no choice but to either push a knife or knuckle up to show dudes that he's not soft and he's not coming up off his millions every time somebody give him a Western Union to send money to their family. Because you better believe they're going to press him. You understand? So now he's definitely going to get the full court press, you know? But the Bloods, the Crips, the others, everybody's going at him that he's black, but he's definitely off limits to any other race. So the Mexicans can't push up on him and do nothing. Because what do you think, right? Let me ask y'all this. Let me show y'all this picture and ask y'all this. You know what I mean? My man said that I should show, you know, some pictures. So I'm going to show some pictures right now. Hold on. Let me try and get this right. Give me a second. Right. All right. Now, I'm doing this because I can't afford an editor. That's where you guys come in. You know what I mean? So now, picture this, right? Now, imagine these big Mexicans rolling up on Tory and saying, yo, you know, we need 10,000 apiece sent to all of us. You understand? Now, when that happened, let me give you all a scenario, because this is how real I am, and that's why my content is priceless. Because if I was there with Tory, you understand what I'm saying? What I would do is I get with my crew, and then I get with like the Mexicans, and I tell the Mexicans to go push up on Tory. You understand? When they go push up on Tory, I tell them to do it real quietly and indiscreetly. When they push up on Tory and tell them that they want, you know what I mean? You know, they want X amount of dollars or whatever, I'm a backdoor, go to Tory, because the Mexicans ain't gonna go all the way with it because they don't want a full out race war, but I'm gonna let them know that I'm in it. So as soon as they push up on him, I'm roll up on him and say, yo, what they say to you, homie? And then once he tell me, and even if he don't tell me, I'm gonna tell him what they said, but act like I'm making a suggestion. And once he say, yeah, they try to tell me I gotta send them money, I say, yo, you ain't gotta send them nothing. So me and my crew got you. Come over here. You understand what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna roll over there with him and my crew, or me by myself. I'm gonna roll over there and I'm gonna pull their shot caller aside in front of him and say, yo, this is my homie, fall back. You understand what I'm saying? And that's gonna relieve him. He's gonna take a deep breath like he's free now. But he don't understand that now he's under my wing. You understand? So now I try to get him to send me a little 100,000 and I break the Mexicans off, you know, maybe 10,000 and tell them split that amongst yourselves. You know what I mean? And then I break, you know, my little crew off, you know what I mean? And, you know, because we got to hold down any other wolves that's going to try and come at him to tell him that they could protect him better than us. You see how priceless this game is? Y'all never even thought this far when you thought about Tory Lanez going to prison. You understand? That's why the Cash App is on the screen for you rat bastards, trolls, and fake non-having content niggas. You know what I mean? Find somewhere to go. You know what I mean? Find somebody else to pick on, because I'm giving jewels. You know what I mean? So now, you know, let's get this right. Now, Tory, you know, you out here, you on stage, you singing, you traveling, you doing your thing. You understand? But now, as soon as you get to the prison, you know, dudes is gonna roll right up in your cell, you know what I mean? And test your gangster. They're gonna test your gangster. You know what I mean? Just so y'all understand. Don't go to prison, because I know you ain't trying to get your gangster tested. You understand what I'm saying? So now, they're gonna roll up in the cell, they're gonna put the Mac down on them. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, niggas got life. They on drugs, they broke. You know what I mean? They need money for lawyer. They ain't got no girl. He gonna get bags, man. He gonna get bags of mail from females, so whoever put him under the wing, the whole crew got chicks. Girls gonna write it from all over the world because that's Tory Lanez, you know what I mean, with the sympathy. And if he was smart, he'll do like me, and he'll sell, and yeah, hate me because I'm keeping it 100, because when you're in prison, you got a prison mentality, because this is how we hustle. He would sell those females. Oh, yeah, you know, y'all would say pimping. You know what I mean? He'll sell those females, you know what I mean? Even though he don't need the stamps, but you don't give away nothing in prison, because if you give away something, they take it for soft. If you give somebody something, you know what I mean, for nothing, they're gonna take you for soft. You know what I mean? So y'all paying attention, you youngins that want to go to jail with a good heart, take you for soft. You know what I mean? You just got to know how to maneuver through that. So he gonna get bags of mail with pictures and all that, and everybody gonna be in his cell at mail call. Everybody's gonna want to be his friend. But the toughest ones that's willing to fight for him, that's gonna be the ones that get him, because that nigga what you call sweet meat, fresh meat. You know what I mean? Tory, I feel sorry for you, big bro. You know, and we gonna say a prayer for you. You know what I mean? But that's what it is. So, like I said, dudes gonna Google him that don't know him. Dudes that know him is going to Google him. And they're going to read and hear all this internet crap. And then before you know, because this is the way the internet works, they got nothing better to do. So they go up there and make up blatant lies. So they're going to go on the internet. Watch what I tell you. They're going to go on the internet, and then they're going to start putting out there that Tory Lanez is ratting. Gunshots to the fake paperwork dudes and fake dudes that put labels on people that's not right. But people just say anything on YouTube. That's why I don't even respond to what they say on YouTube, because, you know, how do you respond to a lie? How do you have a conversation about a lie? You know? Come on, dog. You know, but like I said, you know, it is what it is. So now, you know, what's going to happen, what is going to have to happen is, if he knows anybody, you know, like one of the rappers out there, it got to be a rapper that knows somebody that's real official, and they got to be official themselves so they can make a call in the penitentiary. You understand what I'm saying? Call one of the homies with a cell phone, you know what I mean? And tell them, yo, he one of us, make sure he good. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's going to be needed. You understand? Because when he go in there, he's going to be a free for all. And 7 years is not no short period of time. So you're going to start hearing all kinds of stuff happen to Tory Lanez pop up on the internet. Something going to be true, something going to be lies. But you better believe things is going to happen to him. But now, like I'm saying, they're going to make calls to go in there. You understand? The state has been doing massive shakedowns, taking people's cell phones, because people were making videos, putting the prison on a joint where you could see what's going on out there and everything. And with all of that going on out there, you understand? They brought the police into the prison to come take their phones. So now they need money to buy new phones. And here comes Tory Lanez. Round of applause to Tory Lanez coming in our prison. Round of applause to Tory Lanez coming to our cell block. All right, calm down, calm down. You see what I'm saying? They're going to be cheering when this man come. Because all they're going to see is dollar signs and see they bid being a hell of a lot more lucrative and more comfortable with Tory Lanez there. You know what I mean? And that's the breaking news, that this man got 10 years, and 10 months in, got to do 7 years in California State Prison. Come on, dog. And listen, listen, I'm going to tap out, man. I'm going to tap out. Cop the book of Raw in Harlem, man, at rawinharlem.com. Cop the book at rawinharlem.com. Got the book and the audio book and the merchandise. And make sure you follow me on Roku, Roku, whatever they call it. You know what I mean? Unique Mecca Audio. And, it is what it is. My man calling now, too, man. This is my man in prison. Hold up, man.
Hello. This is a prepaid debit call from...
See, this is how I answer my phone. If I'm busy or I'm on the street, I can't answer it because I got to watch my back because there's all types of clout chasers out there.
Call, hang up or press 1.
You know what I mean?
Calls from this facility. This call is
Let's see if he knows him and what he got to say about that. So y'all getting an extra bonus today. He been down 45 years from he was 17. He's now 64 years old.
Thank you for using GTL.
Yo. Hey, yo. All right, what's up? Look, I'm doing a video right now. I want your opinion. Do you know who Tory Lanez is?
Tory Lanez?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you see, tell him how long, tell him something about you, how long you've been locked up real quick.
I was locked up 45 and a half years.
Okay.
Since March 12th, 1978.
Okay, so let me ask you this real quick. If a white guy came in, let's say Justin Bieber, let's say Beaver, excuse me for pronouncing his name wrong, no disrespect. If Justin Bieber came into prison with you right now, and you on the compound, and Justin Bieber, this millionaire young white kid, comes in, you understand what I'm saying? And he's not in no gang or nothing, how would you react to him, or what would happen?
Well, shit, if I'm running the yard, then the same thing happens with him. It happens to everybody else. And being that he's got, the scratch that he's got, he's gonna put something on the yard, and he's still gonna, and if he does that, and then he'll be exempt from putting in some work, but he has to give something back to the yard, because it's just like when dudes come on the yard, and then, they come fresh from the county jail, stuff like that, got a little bit of scratch, they think they're going to come on the yard and start a gambling table or run a ticket or something like that. That's a no-no. First of all, you got to put your work in order to earn them rights. That you're coming on and getting freedom to do that stuff because of all the sacrifices that everybody else did, putting their work in. And you're not just going to come here and make money off the yard and not give nothing back, and especially not putting in your work. So before you can even do that, you're going to have to put your work in, or if the dude can't fight or nothing like that, and he's got money, and he say, hey, I can't put no work in, or whatever, and but I'm willing to do this for the yard and put a bunch of guys to work, tables in every block or something like that,
In other words, he got to spend that money.
Oh, yeah. He's going to spend that money, yeah.
Okay, what if he say, I'm not spending the money? What if he said, I'm not spending it? I'm Tory
Uh-huh.
Lanez. I'm not spending nothing. I'm not giving you guys nothing, and I'm going to live on this compound because I'm a young gangster.
No, that's not gonna happen. You know that. That's not
No,
gonna.
I know. I just want you to
As
tell the
soon as
YouTubers that don't know, because, you know.
Yeah, so as soon as he says something like that, you'd be like, so you mean you're not gonna do anything, huh? No, I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna keep my own, man. And ain't nobody telling me what to do or something. Within 10 minutes, he's gonna have his fucking wig knocked off and bloodied up and sent on his way.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And he's going to be beat up for the next 2 years every time he goes. That's the rule. If you get beat off for 1 yard, you got 2 years. I always make 2 years criteria that if you get beat off of my yard, I make sure you get beat off of every yard you go to for the next 2 years. And then after the 2 years, then we're going to sit down, or somebody, wherever you're at, is going to sit down and have that conversation with you again. And I think that you're going to see living on that yard a whole lot different than when you first did come in, because you're going to get real tired of being in all the different holes and different joints, and not being able to get on the compound. And every time you do get there, before you can sit your bedroll down, you're going to be beat up.
Okay, let me say this so they understand who you are. You know what I mean? Now, you've been in 45 years. Where you at right now? Tell them where you at right now, your security level, where you at right now.
I'm in the Supermax in Youngstown, Ohio. In Ohio.
You see what I'm saying? He's in solitary confinement because he's a wolf. You know what I mean? He goes at dudes like this. That's what they accuse him of, allegedly. Let's say that. You know, so I'm getting a man that's in the belly of the beast right now in the state system, telling you what's gonna happen, you know what I mean? And how it's gonna play out with this young man, and he's gonna have to make choices, difficult choices. That's why I tell the youth to make the right choice, don't break the law, you know what I mean? So that you ain't gotta be putting yourself in this situation. Right or wrong?
Man, listen. Oh, yeah. You tell them exactly right. I wish I had somebody to school me like that, but in the 70s and stuff, man, when I started doing my time, that prison was a whole lot different, you know, and it was all about reputation and how many bodies you could rack up and all the stabbings and shit, and everybody was, you know, it was like a toothbrush. Everybody had a knife, and if it was serious enough to fight about, it was serious enough to kill about. And that's how it was back in them days. And it was serious. But you're right about that. And I would say to the young kids is like, I've been through it. I can tell them personally that reputation ain't all that is cracked up with it, unless you're a athlete or going to the Olympics or something like that. You know, but in prison. And listen, you know as well as I do, Unique, that you could kill a dude today, and tomorrow, dude's going to forget all about it. They don't care, and it's not really leaving an impression on nobody. So you could be either sitting on death row or like myself, with the murders that I've had in prison. You know, now look at me, I'm going into 46 years now. When my crime partner that's on my original case with me, he's been out on the streets for 18 years now.
How many murders you caught in the prison? Tell them how many murders you caught in the prison.
3.
Caught 3 murders in the prison. You understand? This is what Tory Lanez is going to be faced with. A man that already got 3 murders in. Tell him what year you went to prison.
I went in March 12, 1978.
He went in prison since March 12, 1978. That's why I have talking to you. That's why I say the game is to be sold, not told. Where else you going to get a man on... Come on, man. Yo, listen, I'm about to just cap out because they don't understand, man. Cash App is Unique Mecca Hall with no one in the last name Hall. It's just straight LL, and make sure it was created in 2020. Where else you going to get a man that's sitting right now in maximum security Supermax in the state prison, you understand, that's going to tell you anything? I brought him to you live on Unique Mecca Audio, man. You know, tell me about your book you got coming. I'm gonna help him punish his book or something. Tell me about your books that you got out. Yeah,
actually, I got 2 fantasy fiction novels that are out there on Amazon right now. One's called Underworld: The Quest for Sabah, and the other one's called The Lands of Mala Doom. If you look under Michael Lee Wood, go to Amazon, look under Michael Lee Wood, you can find both of them. They'll bring both of them up. But yeah, just trying to make something out of it, just trying to keep something positive going, instead of all the negativity. And hey, what you're doing is a good thing for them youngsters, man, because I don't want to see any of the youngsters coming out. Man, believe me, I've been in that boat, man. I got my case when I was 17 years old, and I didn't get caught until I was 18, and then came to prison at 18. But now I fall under the Senate Bill 256 in Ohio that states that if you caught your case
when you was a juvenile,
as a juvenile, yeah, you get different criteria for the parole board, stuff like that. They can only give you five years at a time at the parole board, stuff like that. So I see the parole board,
How much time did you get originally? What was your original sentence?
Life.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Life. But life back then was only 15 years to the board.
Mm-hmm.
The life sentence back in the 70s.
Mm.
But I didn't actually. I never been ever convicted for a murder case in prison. I did go to court one time on one of the murder cases and got found not guilty for self-defense because we were in the hallway and we both had knives and it was on tape and we were fighting in the hall with knives, but I just got out on him before he could get me.
Mm.
And so that was a self-defense thing, and they ended up indicting me anyway, but jury came back about 40 minutes later and found me not guilty of self-defense. Mm-hmm. And the other two I never got indicted for. Mm-hmm. I got two places. I got one back in '87. I got a conviction for felonious assault for stabbing a guy and cutting his throat at Marion in Marion, Ohio, and then
that's Marion Supermax that John Gotti was at. Go ahead.
No, I'm talking about state prison.
Oh, the state. Federal. Okay.
But we got a Marion. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got a Marion, Ohio, and not the one in Illinois, is the federal one. Mm-hmm. But two guards tried to stop me taking care of my business, and I stabbed one of them in the leg, and then the other one the stupid motherfucker, he tried to grab the knife and grab the blade, so I just cut his hand open. But anyway, they charged me for that. And the only other one I got was I got January of 1995, before they sent me to the feds in 95, September of 95. I got found guilty for having a box of bullets and a loaded zip gun in my cell, in the workings up in the top of my door. And then they actually indicted me for attempted murder on the warden because they said I was waiting for him to come by and shoot him. And but they ended up throwing that out because that was pretty weak right there. But they gave me a 3-year gun spec for having a zip gun, and 3 to 5 for having dangerous ordnance, for having a box of 22 rifle loans.
Mm. All right, that's what it is.
Those are the cases I've ever been indicted on.
You see what I'm saying? This is what Tory Lanez is up against, being around men like this. I mean, come on, family. If you want to go to prison, like I said, feel free to go. If you want to go to prison, feel free to go. But I'm telling you, don't break the law, don't go to prison, but know that if you do choose to break the law and you think you're tough enough to deal with all of this crap, know that you have to shut the F up. You understand? Anything you say can and will be used against you, the same way that album that Tory Lanez put out about Megan Thee Stallion talking crazy about it was used against him. And come on, dog. Yo, Mike, I'm about to tap out. Let me close this down, man. But you see what I give you? You see, this is a gangster channel. Gunshots to the gangsters. Gunshots to the gangsters. All right? All right, let's tap out, man. Let's tap out. Let's tap out. All right?
Cheers, cheers. Toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26. He back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a raw in Uptown. They be horn Uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in Uptown, he gon' finish there. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the road men.